There are 6 signs that your ex is gone for good. If you are struggling to know whether you have a chance to get back with your ex, you have to watch this video and you have to understand those signs, because perhaps you're misreading the situation and you're trying to recover something that actually is very hard to recover. I'll explain everything after the jingle.
IGetMyExBack.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.
So first of all, let's check if this is your situation, this is your current situation. Check if you get mixed signals from your ex, for example. The mixed signal is sometimes they will see you one day and then they ghost you, they will text you and then nothing, and then they'll be super excited and then be a bit angry at you. Or for example, if you feel that they still have feelings for you, you see when you're in the same room, there's some chemistry still. Another strong sign, obviously, is if you have a score above 15 in the quiz. So I put together a quiz for you to know if you have any chance to get back with your ex. The link is in the first comment, and the idea of this quiz is to really rule out all the cases where actually it's impossible to get back with an ex. So if your score is above 15, it's actually a good sign. Another sign, check if that's the case for you, you are in touch with your ex. You're able to send them text, sometimes you see them, you're in good terms. And another sign is that they're rebounding with someone random. A few hours after the breakup, they are already with someone. If you have those signs, they're actually good signs, right? It doesn't mean that you'll have 100% chance of you getting back with your ex, but they're actually signs that there's something around, okay? The first sign is you've tried everything. You saw a coach, a therapist, you did no contact properly, you managed your emotions, you used effective communication skills. Nothing seems to work. So that's a sign, actually, if you're convinced that you've done everything possible and it still doesn't work, it's a sign that you should move on. And I think that's what I do with my clients, is that I ensure that they've done everything right, that they've used the right communication tool. Some people, they don't get back with the ex because they make a lot of mistakes. They're not really good in terms of their communication. They're struggling with no contact. They don't do their work, right? But once you do all these things and your ex is still not ready to get back with you, it's obviously a strong sign that they're gone for good. The second one, they are in a serious relationship. And when I say serious relationship, I'm not talking about the rebound, obviously. I'm talking about someone there that is where they create meaningful and solid foundations. For example, they have projects together. Maybe they are about to buy a house, they're about to get married. For example, they're very connected. So I don't know, maybe if you have kids now, the kids know each other. They see each other's families. Maybe they went to celebrate Christmas together, Thanksgiving, all these kind of things. This means you have to move on. This means now they're happy with someone else. Again, be mindful that I'm not talking about rebound relationship. Third one, you've been blocked for months. And so when an ex blocks his ex or her ex, they make a really strong effort so you can't reach out. Right? They really force you to create the distance. So they moved away, or for example, they moved away to a new city. They changed numbers. There's no point trying hard. This is a signal. It's their way of saying, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you to talk to me. Don't reach out. And there could be very reason. You don't necessarily need to be an abusive person to get blocked. It's how they communicate to you. I don't want you to speak with me. This is actually a sign that you should move on if it's been months or years. If it's been weeks and you're unblocked, that's a sign that actually your ex might be thinking, I don't want to speak with you right now because that breakup is painful. What you've done to me was painful. I felt that you hurt me and so on. But now I feel like, okay, I'm at peace with the situation and I'm ready to engage. Would they get back with you? I don't know. But at least it's a good sign that it's going in the right direction. So be mindful. Sometimes it's very frequent that people unblock their ex. The fourth one, it's been years. It's been years and years after the breakup. Obviously, statistically, the longer, the harder. You can't really get back with someone if you haven't seen that person for 20 years. So don't waste precious time. That's also the point of my video. And I have sometimes people calling me and they've been single for 1, 2, 3 years and they're still thinking about their ex and they're still obsessed about their ex. The rule of thumb, and of course it depends, but the rule of thumb is after 6 months and you have 0 signs, you've never spoken with them, you don't have any signs from them, you don't have any likes from them on Facebook or Instagram, this means like they really moved on. They want to turn the page and they're already focusing on something else. And you are not part of their life anymore. So it's time to grieve your relationship. And sometimes I'm a bearer of bad news with my clients. I'll tell them, I think your ex doesn't want you back and I don't think we can recover from that. So it's time to grieve. And it's really hard. And I have a lot of people calling me and I've been grieving for years and years and years. And it's really affecting their health, their life, their work. They're always obsessed. Their thoughts are really stuck like a broken record. And it's very important for you to get some help, either from a therapist, from myself, for anyone who can help you accelerate this grieving process. Of course, time heals wounds. Okay, that's a bit of a cliche. But honestly, if you can speed up the process, that's way better for you. You'll regain in energy, you'll feel less anxious, you'll feel more energized. And actually, in a way, you'll find you'll find yourself more successful in relationships. And you'll be able to connect with someone quicker. And you won't waste 2, 3, 5, 10 years of your time wondering about the past. And you'll be able to create relationships. So any day that goes by, you trying to fix or you trying to recover a relationship that actually is not recoverable is a day you're subtracting from your life, from opportunities for you to meet someone that will make you happy. And someone that will understand your needs, someone where you feel secure, someone who you will grow old with. It's very important. And of course, we all need, I'm not saying that you should right away forget your ex. There's a process. But think about that. Any weeks or months that you spend trying to recover from a relationship that is not recoverable is weeks or months that you're actually missing opportunities to connect with the right person. And there are tons of opportunities out there. You have to adopt the abundance mindset. Right now you're in the scarcity mindset. You feel like he or she was the one. It's the only person that would work for me. Trust me. I've helped like hundreds of people. I have the ability for me to zoom out and look at all the cases out there. You will find someone. Trust me, you'll find someone. It's really about how you can grieve and change the perspective on your reality. It's really about the perspective on reality. Right now, I think you're really hard on yourself because you're too focused on your ex. Number 5, sorry, that was a bit of a digression, but that's very important for me to mention that because it's sort of, I'm angry, not angry, but I feel really bad, or I really want to do something about those people who are stuck and are struggling to live. Another one that is extremely strong sign that they moved on and they don't want you back in their life is they were consistent. Never had, through post-breakup, any mixed signals. The joint text, the likes on social media, calls. Their explanation of the breakup is consistent. They told you after the breakup, they told you 3 months after the breakup, they told you 6 months after the breakup. Exactly the same thing. What you have to understand is sometimes people don't change their minds. And I'm pretty sure that if you look at your past relationships, we already broke up with people before. And maybe you are the one who dumped your ex. And so if you put yourself in that situation, you understand that sometimes, you feel like it and it's fine. And your ex might be in that situation. It's hard for you to acknowledge that, to accept this, but that could be the case. Number 6, they told you to accept the breakup. They are very transparent and proactive in a way in their communication. Be aware of the short term versus the long term. right after the breakup or when you have that breakup conversation, I don't necessarily take what has been said at face value. You can hear things like, I don't love you anymore, I have no feelings for you, and thinking, oh, okay, that's over. 1 week after, you see them and they hold your hands and they want to kiss you. So it's very frequent. And what is very important for you is to assess the consistency. So, of course, words have an importance, but I would really be mindful of over-analyzing those words during the breakup. What's very important is the words plus the actions and the consistency through time. So what you have to understand is, at the beginning, right after the breakup, there's like this phase of your ex just wants some space, okay? So you need to reset that dynamic, you do no contact, for example, and when you've reset the dynamic and things are neutral in a way, there's no anger anymore, there's no resentment, this is where you have to assess their language, assess their behavior. So what you have to do is to take a few snapshots, Of course, maybe you just broke up last week. That's one situation. Maybe you'll see your ex in 2 weeks' time and you'll have another vision. You'll see whether you're progressing or whether it's still the same. And then you take another snapshot and you'll see whether it's consistent. And so if you see that consistently your ex is exactly in the state of mind, it means that it's actually very hard for you to get back together, if not impossible. If you have those snapshots, but you're not sure whether it's going in the right direction or not, maybe you feel like it's 1 step forward, 2 steps backward, or maybe you're struggling to make just 1 step, feel free to give me a call. There's a link in the description for you to book a free 15-minute call with me. It could really change the dynamic, change your situation, because I will help you get unstuck and also provide you some kind of clarity and objectivity, because I'm not your ex, I'm not biased by your situation, and I will provide you my honest opinion. And if I have to tell you bad news, I will tell you. Okay? The number 6, so after months, they tell you again and again. They, for example, don't ask about your life. They're not jealous. So you're in denial that actually you can recover from that relationship. It's very important for you to accept the situation. It's easy for me to say, but it's so important. And once you've accepted that breakup, you'll see how released you'll be. You'll stop thinking and overthinking and being anxious about the relationship. You'll be free again. You'll be more confident and you'll be able to enjoy your time as a single person and perhaps enjoy your time with your next partner. That was it. If you liked the video, don't forget to click on the like button. It does help me a lot, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
IGetMyExBack.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.